Welcome back to another CrossCourt cast. This is Perry Shinen, joined by super producer Daniel Westoff for Cracked Racquets. Now, we were on ACC coverage on ESPN Plus earlier today, and we're back now with some Big 10, Big 12 action as 19th ranked Illinois takes on number 42 Baylor. And we'll have this match all night tonight. Only one match to cover, which is insane for us here at Cracked Racquets. Very exciting. We'll really get to focus on all of the matches, all the doubles, all the singles. We'll have all that and more for you coming right up. And we're going to start with the doubles point. So super producer Daniel Westoff, whenever you're ready, let's check out these doubles matches. And we're going to start with some triple box action here. And we can tell these green courts, we know where we are. We are down in Texas as the Baylor Bears host the Illinois Illini. So these players are just getting settled out on the court tonight as we finish the coin toss to decide which team will serve first on each of the doubles courts. And again, in college tennis, it's first set to 6, no ad scoring. Lets are played. Baylor and Illinois, seeing who can reach 2 out of 3 of the doubles sets first. That team will win the doubles point. And again, it's first to 4. Overall, you see we are at 0-0 in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. First team to 4 wins the overall match. Doubles point is worth 1 of those 4 points. And of course, this is probably a treat for some Illini fans who are used to seeing their team competing indoors in a very cold Illinois. Down in Texas, it's a little nicer tonight. Looks like a beautiful evening. Still light out. Shout out to daylight saving time for that. Fun fact about daylight saving time is it's not savings with an S, it's only saving. I'm a full-time broadcaster and learned that on the call as well. So we're starting out here on court 1. Both players getting ready. And the first 3 games of these doubles matches, so important because again, set only to 6. Game are just And we're going to start off introducing these players on court one. As Illinois has an early advantage in this game. The number one doubles team for Baylor. Today is Paralek and Zombor Velks. Velks, a freshman from Budapest, Hungary. Joins the Bears with an ATP singles ranking of 835, doubles ranking of 862. He's also won the Hungarian championship in both singles and doubles. Velks partnered with Tadeusz Paralek. Paralek, a junior from the Czech Republic. Last season, reached the number 39 ranking in the nation, 24 in doubles in 2021. Paralek, also an ATP ranked player. 531 in singles, 579 in doubles. Top 200 player in the junior ranks as well. These Bears taking on a double squad of Hunter Heck and Carlos Azolins from Illinois. Azolins, a sophomore from Latvia. Was the number 6 player in the world before committing to Illinois. And we will talk about this later, but again, Illinois, a pathway to the pros. Again, though, Azolins, one of the best junior players in the world. Australian Open singles finalist in the juniors. The same year reached the semis of singles and the finals of doubles. Also picked up a title at a grade 1 tournament in 2019. And for those newer fans, grade 1 is the highest level of junior competition. The junior Grand Slams are grade 1A, so grade 1 is just one level below that. They're already all here. Baylor took the first game. And the final player on this court is Hunter Heck. Heck, a junior from New Brighton, Minnesota. A graduate of the Florida Virtual School. 65 in the ITA ranks last season, 35 on the doubles court. In his sophomore year, last season, a unanimous first team All Big Ten. That is after going 17-5 on the season in singles, undefeated in Big Ten play. Again, that's 8-0, including 5-0 at the #1 singles spot. A blue chip who was ranked 17 in his class. So we have a deuce point. Deuce point deciding point here on 1. As the Bears look for an early 2-love lead over the Illini. Illini say not yet, and we're tied at 1. And super producer Daniel Westoff, could we hop on over to court number 2? Here on court 2, we also have a deuce point. We are close early here in Texas. Big serve from the Illini. And we're tied at 1. Now closest to your screen from Illinois, we have Oliver Okonkwo and Mathis Debrew. Okonkwo, a graduate student from Maidenhead, Berkshire. Spent the past 4 seasons at a Big Ten rival, Iowa. Last season did not play due to injury, but in 2021 qualified for the NCAA doubles tournament with his partner Will Davies, becoming only the 7th doubles team in program history at Iowa to compete in the NCAAs. Okonkwo is top 20 in the UK 16 and under rankings, top 25 in the 18 and under rankings. Okonkwo playing with Mathis Debrew. Debrew, a sophomore out of France. Has 2 ITF junior circuit titles to his name, achieving a career-high ITF junior ranking of 186. That came in 2020. And on the far side of your screen, the Baylor Bears, Luke Koenig and Juan Pablo Grassi Mizuchi. Luke Koenig, a sophomore. A freshman, rather, not even a sophomore. A freshman from Durban, South Africa. Whereas Grassi Mizuchi is a senior from Argentina. Has an overall record of 80-31 on the singles court, 76-30 on the doubles court for the Bears, reaching his highest singles ranking of 29 and highest doubles ranking of number 6. Both of those standings coming in 2020. And we see the Illini, though, taking charge on court 2. Up early, 2-1. And super producer Daniel Westoff, let's hop on over to court 3. Court 3 here in Baylor. As again, we'll introduce all of the matches. We are in no rush tonight, as we only have this match to focus on. And we'll have full coverage from first ball to last. Again, this is Perry Shinen, joined by super producer Daniel Westoff. You're watching the Cracked Racquets YouTube channel. As we see Baylor with multiple points to go up 3-love. Number 19, Illinois, with a bit of a slow start here on 3. As they serve to stay in this set. Illini defend one more. Looking around, we're seeing some Illini playing in their long sleeve shirts, so might be a little chilly here. Might be a cooler, windy night. And Baylor up 3-love early on 3. So Westoff, let's actually hop back over to 1. We will introduce all of these players on 3 once they're back on the court. Oh, and even better, triple box. Here we go. So we can track all 3 of these matches again. The first team to grab 2 of these 3 doubles matches wins the doubles point. That one-hander not good enough from the Bears. As we are all tied up, 2-all, 15-all. Now Illini with the slight advantage in this game. And again, the move from indoors to outdoors. Very stark for some of these teams that are used to playing winter tennis. Again, we are in March, but in places like Illinois, not usually warm enough to play conference matches outside. So here we're seeing them with this out-of-conference battle tonight. Again, Illinois, a top 20 team in the country. Baylor comes in at 42 in the most recent standings. Good defense from Baylor, but not good enough as the Illini take a 3-2 lead on court 1. And Westhoff, if possible, if we could put 3 in the main screen, switch 3 and 1 at your convenience. Awesome. And so we can start chatting about these number 3 doubles players here. For Illinois, we have Alex Petrov playing with Kenta Miyoshi. Those players on the far side of your screen. Petrov, a junior from New York, New York. Was the number 1 recruit out of Southern California in the 14s, 16s, and 18s. Five-star recruit ranked 35 in the nation. Petrov playing with Kenta Miyoshi, a freshman from Japan. Miyoshi played in the Wimbledon Juniors in 2022 with an overall junior record, 43-24. Big serve from the Bears. And Baylor just ripping. The Illini off the court so far in this match. We'll see if Illinois can get settled, find their rhythm, and again, these sets only to 6. So there's not much time if you're out of rhythm to get back in rhythm, to start putting balls in, to really start working the point. That's better done in a singles format. Again, doubles, if you come out strong, that is a huge advantage. Let's chat about these number 3 doubles Baylor Bears. Closest to your screen, Christopher Franson and Justin Braverman. Franson, a junior from Germany. Was the top player to come out of Germany. Went 2-0 in dual matches on the singles court. He's a third-year sophomore. Franson teamed up with Justin Braverman, 6'4" sophomore out of Naples, Florida. Braverman, a state runner-up in Florida, a 4-star recruit. Again, checking in with all 3 of these matches. Take a look as Illinois now up 3-2 on court 2, tied up at 3-1. So although Illinois has a slow start on this number 3 doubles court, they are leading or tied in the other 2 matches. Illini with multiple points now to take a 4-3 lead on the number 1 singles court. And when Baylor was last in action, Bears' last two matches, a 4-3 loss to Arizona State and a 6-1 win over Furman. And their last two contests against number 8 USC and Nevada were canceled. The Bears, with a bit of a break. They last competed on March 5th. It is March 17th. Meanwhile, Illinois also coming off 1 win, 1 loss, 4-1 win over 14 Wake Forest, and a 4-1 loss against number 20 Tennessee. Now that was at the national team indoors. So the Bears lead 3-2 on court 3. And Westhoff, let's see if we can actually switch up court 2 and court 1. Or court 2 and court 3, rather. Court 2 and court 3. Perfect. As the Illini look to extend the lead and break the Bears on 2. Bears with a nice serve +1 there on 2. And of course, Baylor, a top 50 team in the nation, looking to use a home court advantage as they take on number 19 Illinois. Yikes, Bears. Missed that volley at the net. Would have given them a chance to stay in the set. But again, we have a deuce point here on court 2. Deuce point, deciding point. As we keep our eye on the other 2 doubles matches. Miss one, make the second one. And Baylor back in the set, down 4-3 on 2. And Westhoff, if possible, if we could switch 1 and 2, making 1 the match on our big screen here. Perfect, thank you. Just 1 game away. The transition from indoors to backdoors does not seem to affect these Illini too much, as they're up 5-3 against the Baylor Bears on court 1. And again, Baylor looking to be in trouble in this doubles point, trailing on 2 out of 3 of these doubles matches. Now Illinois just 2 points away from taking this first doubles match here on court 1. And we have a match point for Illinois. Westoff, if you have a moment to throw up that match point graphic, and there it is. Match point for the Illini. Stay in it. Meanwhile, Baylor takes a 4-2 lead. On court 3. And there we go. Illinois takes the doubles point on 1. 6-3 over Baylor. And now just 2 matches remain. Illinois needs only 1 of them. And look here on the right of your screen, court 2. The Illini with multiple chances to take a 5-3 lead over the Bears. Bears defend 1. Illinois still has 2 more chances to be 1 game away from taking this doubles point. And again, on paper, Illinois favored to win this match. And they're up 5-3 now on court 2. But it's never easy to take a break from competing, to take a short break again. The Bears have not been in action since March 5th. Bears look good that point, staying aggressive. But I always found, as a college player, having a few weeks off during the spring season was sometimes not the best thing for our team. Again, it really depends on an individual player's preferences, but for me, I was one for constant matches. I felt that was the best way for me to stay match tough. And we see here for the Baylor Bears, perhaps a slower start than they'd like in this doubles point. The Bears are fighting, though. Fighting on 2. And they're still up on 3. So Baylor is down, but not out of this doubles point. Big serve from the Bears on 2. 40-love lead. Multiple chances to hang in this set. And they do. Illini up 5-4 on 2. Meanwhile, Baylor up 4-3 on 3. Baylor, of course, a member of the Big 12. Illinois, a Big 10 powerhouse. And I do not use the word powerhouse lightly. Illinois has been a pathway to the pros in both singles and doubles. Kevin Anderson from Illinois reached a career-high number 5 ranking in the world after being a 2006 NCAA doubles champ with Ryan Rowe. And Rajiv Ram, of course, a no-name in the pro ranks on the doubles court. Currently ranked 3 in the world, reached a career high of number 1 in the world. He has 26 professional titles to his name. And many other names as well from Illinois. Now making their mark on the ATP Tour. Illinois threading the needle there on 3.
Let's go, Wompy!
And the Illini only a few points away from clinching this doubles point. In Westhoff, let's go full screen on 2. Full screen on 2 as we're now only 2 points away. Big serve out wide gives us match point. Match point and doubles match point. Westhoff, if we could get that graphic. Here we go. Match point for Illinois. And Illinois takes it. Illinois with the doubles point over Baylor. Coming to spoil the Bears party at home.
All right, fans, it's time to pull out those raffle tickets as we announce today's winners. The first winner of the AirPods is ticket number 4589.
Not the easiest doubles point in the world for Illinois, but Illini make it through. The 19th ranked Illinois Illini with the 1-love lead overall over the 42nd ranked Baylor Bears. And we are going to take a quick few-minute break as we get our cameras ready. Players come out for their singles matches. And don't worry, we'll have all the singles matches from first ball to last for you here on the Cracked Racquets YouTube channel. Again, this is Perry Shinen with super producer Daniel Westhoff. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to the Cracked Racquets CrossCourt cast as the Baylor Bears host the Illinois Illini. Again, the Illini taking the doubles point in a relatively straightforward manner here in Texas. And we're seeing the players just get set for their singles matches now, as Illinois, the 19th ranked team in the country, looks to grab a win over 42nd ranked Baylor. And what we'll do is we will introduce all of our singles matches, and we have the luxury tonight at Cracked Racquets of covering just one match. This is our only match, so we will have all the details, all the drama for you. We'll stay right here at Baylor the whole time. The Bears are back in action for the first Thank you. And we will start off introducing these players on court 1 as we kick off the first point of this singles match. For Baylor is Tadeusz Perelek, the junior from the Czech Republic. And again, you saw Perelek warming up some serves before this match kicked off. Perelek not in the doubles lineup for Baylor. Perelek achieved a high singles ranking of 39 and a high doubles ranking of 24 both last season. Perelek spending his redshirt freshman and freshman seasons at TCU. Perelek with a highest doubles ranking of 24 while playing for the Horned Frogs. Perelek's father, Peter, is a tennis coach. That always helps when you're looking to play college tennis. Perelek taking on Alex Petrov, a junior from New York, New York. Petrov is 25-9 overall for the Illini. Has not yet played in a Big Ten match. We will see if he makes an appearance this spring in Big Ten play. And again, Petrov, #1 player in Southern California in the 14s, 16s, and 18s. Was the number 35 player in the nation before joining the Illini, a 5-star recruit. Number 6 recruit from the grand state of California. Again, a tennis hotbed. So if you're number 6 in that state, carries a lot of weight when looking at colleges. So we've talked about this a lot here at Cracked Racquets, but it's the name of the game. The first 3 games of every singles match. It's a chance for the team that won the doubles point to keep that momentum going. So in this case, it's for Illinois to really keep that momentum going into singles. Can they get an early lead? Can they convince Baylor that they're here to roll? And we'll see who takes that opening game here as Perelek is a game point. Perelek playing goalie with the early break here on 1. And Westhoff, let's hop over to 2. As again, we will introduce all of these players on all 6 of these singles matches. Closest to your screen. You see Carlos Azolins, a sophomore from Latvia. Azolins, 12-2 overall for the Illini. Big point right there. This is Zolens with a break point now, with 2 break points. And that's especially huge in college tennis. Again, we play with no ads. So if it's 30-all, you can grab that next point. As the returning player, now you have 2 break points automatically. As Zolens looks for the early break. And as Zolens rips that forehand to the open court for a 2-love lead here on court 2. And I just can't help myself, have to, as Alex Gruskin says, nerd out for a minute. Zolens reminds me of Tomas Berdych. Berdych, again, a professional player who did not go through the college tennis ranks, but is a very similar looking player in terms of style. And I say that because of the Zolens forehand. His take back is very similar to Berdych. It's very simple. It's straight to the ball. And they also look the same in terms of footwork. So let's see this point right here. Well, Zolens misses the first serve, but I can even talk about the last point and the way that Zolens was moving around to get that forehand inside out and only taking a few steps. And again, my coaches growing up always told me to watch Berdych in terms of the fact that he only took a few steps for each ball, and it was not just because of his wingspan, but because of his simple footwork. Beautiful backhand volley from Zolens again. Zolens, the 6th best player in the world before coming to Illinois. 2020 was not a great year for many of us, but for Zolens, it seemed to be a great year. He was the Junior Australian Open singles semifinalist and doubles finalist. Again, that's one of the big 4 for junior and professional players. Zolens making a mark in the junior division of the Australian Open. Now Zolens just 2 points away from taking a dominating 3-love lead. Zolens facing Marko Miladinovic. Miladinovic, a sophomore from Belgrade, Serbia. Went 7-5 in dual match action as a freshman for the Bears. An interesting fact about Miladinovic is he has said that his preferred surface is clay. So there actually used to be, before my time in college tennis, there used to be some clay court events, but again, that has long been gone from the normal slate of play for college tennis players. But that does make me think that Miladinovic is going to want to hang back, is going to want to grind and see if he can just put one more ball in than Zolens. So far, Zolens is not allowing that to happen. The Illini a bit too aggressive here. And Zolens takes commanding 3-love lead on this number 2 singles court. And Westhoff, let's hop on over to court 3. Court 3 here at Baylor. Now we see the Bears with an early lead here on 3. And on the far side of your screen for Illinois, the Illini that is trying to fight back here is Hunter Heck. Hunter Heck Jr. from New Brighton, Minnesota. Heck is 55, 52, and 23 overall. For the Illini, achieved a career-high singles ranking of 65 last season, 35 on the doubles court. And again, when it's time for conference play, the answer last season was Hunter Heck, going undefeated in Big Ten play. That's an 8-0 mark, including 5-0 at the #1 single spot. Of course, earning him the unanimous first team all Big Ten honors. Well deserved after an undefeated conference season. On the year, going 17-5 overall in singles. And of course, Heck with a huge win over Ohio State's J.J. Tracy his freshman year, as Illinois took on Ohio State in the Big Ten championship match in the spring of 2021. Heck was a blue chip, ranked 17th in the nation. But the player to watch on this court so far has been Zsombor Velds, the freshman from Budapest, Hungary. Velks misses that backhand in the net, but has not missed many so far this match, playing very clean outdoor tennis. And again, the way that outdoor tennis really differs from indoor tennis, especially in the men's game here, is it's a bit slower. So it's a bit slower in terms of the returner has more time to react to the first serves. And of course, the server has more time to dominate the points, to think about the way that he wants to structure them. And again, another backhand miss from Velks, who joined the Bears after a stint in the ATP where he achieved a singles ranking of 835, doubles ranking of 862, won the 15K in Garugram in 2021. Also, the champion of the indoor Hungarian championship in both singles and doubles. And we see why. Beautiful forehand pass down the line. Off the Velks racket. And again, checking in here, Baylor with the most commanding lead here on number 3. On 4, 5, and 6, we do see the Illini take early leads in the first sets. So 1 hour in, the story of this match, Illini are dominating. This is one of the only courts where right now Baylor seems to have a path to put one on the scoreboard. And again, Illinois just needs 3 of these singles matches, whereas Baylor needs all 4. And Heck clawing in, looking to put 1 on the scoreboard. And Velks, the 4-1 lead for the Bears. And again, if you're a Baylor fan, this is the match that you want to be tracking right now if you want hope in this match against the Illini. And super producer Daniel Westhoff, let's hop on over to court 4 now. Court 4 at Baylor. As we see Juan Pablo Grassi-Mazzucci returning on the far side of your screen. Grassi, a senior from Argentina. And Grassi is a winner. If you look up winner in the dictionary, you will find Grassi. 80-31 for the Bears overall. 76-30 on the doubles court. Highest singles ranking of 29. Highest doubles ranking of number 6. Those 2 rankings coming in 2020. And we're seeing Grassi walk towards us on our screen. Grassi last season, 15-2 in dual matches, 14-4 on the doubles court in Big 12 play. In those performances, earning him the Big 12 individual season champion at the number 2 doubles spot and number 6 singles spot. Now Grassi does trail 3-2 to William Ross, a sophomore from Bradenton, Florida. Had to sit out his freshman season with an injury after joining the Illini in January. Ross was a 5-star recruit, the 3rd best player in Florida. And he is pursuing his degree in sports management. That is something, of course, we love to see, the next generation heading into the sports world after a tennis career. That was a ripper. Ross with the one-handed backhand down the line pass. And especially outdoors, going from indoors to outdoors, being able to generate power on that one-hander. It's very impressive. Grassi with kick serve out wide to that Mraz one-handed backhand, and We're tied, 30 all. Rossi with the crucial hold here. If he can grab it. Really noticing the explosiveness of Grossi. He tries to play defense there. That point right there, that is going to be the outcome of this match. That will determine the outcome of this match because, again, we have Ross with that one-handed backhand. Grossi with that left-handed forehand, really trying to whip it. That top spin and get himself an opportunity within the point. And we're seeing the question of how can Ross deal with that, especially outside again. As I said, when the pace is a little bit slower, when it gives Grossi that upper hand because Grossi really able to use the wind to his advantage. We see it's a bit of a windy evening here in Texas. But again, if Ross is able to withstand that onslaught of that forehand topspin to his backhand down the line, Ross should be okay in this match because that's really where I see him potentially breaking down because the Ross forehand is just lethal. Not that forehand, but in general. Again, Ross with a 4-2 lead for the Illini. So we will hang with this match for the remainder of this game. And then, of course, we'll introduce our final 2 singles matches here at Baylor. And 2 surprising, uncharacteristic mishits on the forehand side from Ross. All of a sudden, Grossi, 2 points away from a break. Ross looking to hang in it. Meanwhile, Illinois, of course, took the doubles point, so they only need 3 of these singles matches on court right now, and we do see Illinois taking the first set, 6-1 on 2. Up 4-2. On 4 and 5. But Grossi digging deep, finding some uncharacteristic errors off the Ross racket. Gives the Bear multiple break points. inside out. One-handed backhand rip from the racket of Ross. Saves 1 break point. Overruled. We have our first overrule of the evening on court 4. Again, that was quite far from our screen in the broadcast booth, so it's hard for me to tell, but that does give Grossi the break as Mraz leads 4-3 on court 4. And Westhoff, let's hop on over to court 5 now. Court 5 at Baylor. As we will, of course, introduce our 2 players battling here in Texas. And they are on a changeover, so Westhoff, let's actually hop on over to 6. We'll come back to 5. In court 6, we'll see Ethan Musa, a sophomore from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, competing for the Bears. Won 8-5, including another undefeated stint, 4-0 in dual matches for the Bears. Went 2-2 in dual action on the doubles court. Was also a high school hockey player. Multi-sport talent here on court 6. Was the 83rd recruit in the nation, according to Tennis Recruiting. Unable to convert that break point. But he still has 2 more. And of course, Musa taking on Nick Meister, a graduate student from Chicago. So Meister not going too far to go play college tennis. Went 9-6 this fall. Also played doubles primarily with freshman Tyler Bowers. And we're tied at 3 on court 6. And again, Meister, a graduate student, bringing the experience to this match. Received his undergrad bachelor's in journalism. Very cool, minoring in public relations. And now he is pursuing his master's in management. And talk about an Illinois family. Meister, the 13th member of his family to attend the University of Illinois. And Baylor, rather, up 4-3 on this court 6. And Westhoff, let's hop back on over to 5 now. Court 5 at Baylor. As we see Luck Kenning, a 6'2" freshman from Durban, South Africa. Henning trails 4-3. To Illinois' Oliver Okonkwo. Okonkwo also, experience is the word, a graduate student for Illinois. Beautiful backhand dip there. Henning tries to come in and Okonkwo says, not so fast. In that low backhand, we've seen a lot of players go to that passing shot, especially today. And again, this is Perry Shannon, joined by super producer Daniel Westoff. We were on the call earlier today, calling ACC tennis on ESPN Plus, and we saw that same shot, both indoors and outdoors. Does not change. A lot of college coaches teach their players, if your opponent comes in, dip it low at their feet and make them hit a volley. And it has a very high success rate in college tennis. Okonkwo wins the backhand battle, earning him a game point here on court 5. Henning defends 1 game point. Okonkwo still has 1 more. And it's a deuce point deciding point on 5. Henning choosing to return from the deuce side. Again, in college tennis on these no-ad points, the returner decides which side they want on the deuce point. Big serve from Okonkwo gives the Illini a 5-3 lead here on 5. And again, let's check in with the other matches in progress. Illinois up 4-3 on court 1. Illinois with a 6-1 Love 1 lead on 2. On court 3, Velks for Baylor did take the first set 6-2. In Illinois, leading 5-4, 5-3, and on court 6, Baylor with the only other lead up 4-3. So only 2 of the Bears look to be in contention to take singles matches at this moment. Look, Kenning, a 5-time junior title winner. Achieving ATP singles and doubles rankings. An ITF juniors ranking of top 150. Kenning really being the aggressor here, looking to serve big, come in. Whereas a Conquo on the return game looking to just wait for some Kenning errors. Wow. Look at that. Westhoff cut that clip. Kenning with the screaming backhand down the line pass to keep the bear in the set. Now the Illini still lead 5-4 on court 5, but taking a moment to understand the skill that took to redirect a huge Okonkwo forehand. Kenning, the backhand down the line pass, and it's 5-4 on court 5. Again, Baylor needs 4 singles matches. Illinois only needs 3. Illinois, number 19 in the nation. Baylor comes in at 42. And now, we're coming in hot with the triple box as we track all of these matches for you. We'll have 3 on our screen. And of course, we will be providing you live scoring for any other matches throughout the night. And again, if you're just joining us, this is Perry Shinen on the call, joined by the best producer in the world, Daniel Westhoff. And the Bears putting up a fight in these first sets. As we see closest to our screen, on the big screen on our right, Kenning looking to hang in. All of a sudden, Kenning's defense really seems to be the answer instead of his offense, which is very rare in a college tennis match, especially in big moments. But if I was Kenning, the answer right now at the present moment might be to be consistent, which of course is a generic term to be used on the tennis court, but by be consistent, I mean not that. That return almost hits the chair umpire, but again, a tough serve from the Okonkwo racket. But the word consistency in college tennis has really evolved to mean a deep, heavy rally ball. Again, not going for lines, not necessarily looking to control the point off the first 2-3 balls, maybe on the 4th, and that, to me, is how consistent has evolved. Of course, we are on the number 5 singles court, so perhaps the weapon's not quite as defined for both of these players, with the grind mentality more easily to be applied to this match in pressure moments. That's big from Okonkwo. Illini finds his way into net. Again, Kenning's consistency maybe a bit too passive on that individual point, but again, Kenning hanging in the set very well. We check in with the scores on our other courts here in Texas. We're tied up at 4 in the first set on 1. 1-all in the second set on 2. Illini dropping the first set 6-2 on 2. On 3 rather, but has an early 2-love lead. 6-5. Illini lead on 4. 5-4. Illini lead on 5. And 5-4. Baylor leads on 6. So again, we're still seeing Illini really take an early set lead here. And again, a game that we like to play here at Cracked Racquets is who would you rather be at this point? And at this point, most fans, if you're a neutral fan, would say Illinois is probably the way to go at this point. But again, Baylor at home never can count out the Bears. The gritty team. Kenning, though, goes for a bit too much on that backhand down line, setting up a set point for Okonkwo. Twice now on huge points. Again, that time from an uncomfortable kick serve off the Okonkwo racket. And what I like about Kenning technically is that backhand, he just turns and unleashes. Very simple backhand technique. Just turns and then straight to the ball. And Kenning, surprisingly, choosing the deuce side for this deuce point after such a big return on the first set point. Wow. Kenning on the ground in a combo with the first set on 5. In Westhoff, let's make court 4 our main screen here. Court 4 our main screen. As it's a battle here on 4 as well. And similar to the last few points that we saw on 5, court 4 also slightly in the favor of this Illini team. Mraz up 6-5, now just 2 points away. Grossi fighting though, with a game point here on the racket of the Bear. And we have our second overrule of the night on a crucial point to give Mraz a set point. Again, that was game point for Grossi to send us first set to a tiebreak on 4. And again, that far sideline. We in our broadcast booth do not have a way of accurately determining that call, so we will leave that up to the chair umpire. But Mraz is forced to play a tiebreak anyway. Grassi still unhappy with the chair umpire. We play on. It's tiebreak time. It's 8:35 p.m. Eastern, and that means we're playing a tiebreak on court 4. Now we've seen multiple Illini come up with big serves on big points. And perhaps that is part of what makes this Illinois team number 19 in the country. Over 20 spots ahead of Baylor on paper in the rankings. But we are seeing, in terms of weapons and weapon development on that serve, for the most part, Illinois has it. The serves are so far what has put Illinois on top in these big points. And we're tied at 1. Grassi comes up with a nice serve combination as well. Grassi. Again, finding that Mraz one-handed backhand, breaking it down, and I did say earlier in the match, that's how Grassi is going to win this match, is by breaking down the Mraz one-hander. And especially with that lefty combination, that lefty high forehand to the Mraz backhand. It's not easy for a two-hander, but especially with just one hand, to handle that topspin outside when the elements are a factor. But again, now we're on serve from Mraz. Big serve +1. And we are tied at 2 here in Texas. Meanwhile, the Illini racing towards the finish line. Zollins up 6-1, 3-2 on 2. Heck with an early second set lead after dropping the first set. Heck now up 3-1 over Vilks on court 3. Okonkwo, as we saw, with the early 6-4 lead in the first set heading into the second, and we're tied at 5 at court 6. So again, Illini only need 3 with these singles matches, and we're neck and neck, but Illinois is starting to break through on some courts. But not on 4 as Grassi fights on for the Bears. Left a bit too much of the court open there. And we're tied at 3. Meanwhile, Perlik and Petrov just starting the second set shortly here on court 1. on the upper left of your screen. The Baylor standout taking the first set 6-4. Baylor, of course, led by head coach Michael Woodson. Woodson in his 6th season with the Bears, after previously serving as associate head coach. Woodson, a player for Valparaiso, before coaching for Valpo. Three-year starter. For Valpo, graduating in May 2012. Meanwhile, Ross now just 3 points away from giving Illinois yet another first set here in Texas. We see that Mraz serve. Yet again, a big point. He pulls out the serve card. We'll have to see, can Grossi do the same as he looks to hang in the set. Mraz looking for the mini break to win this first set on 4. Grossi says, not yet. Backhand short angle. Again for a one-handed backhand to be able to open up that short angle and go for it and make it in this tiebreak situation. That's big for Grossi. And we're tied at 5 on court 4. 6-all, 5-all. Big serve from Grossi. Now all of a sudden, the Bear with a set point. Set point on 4. Oh my goodness. That is too good. Grossi playing that point exactly as he should. making Ross play. Coming up with a great passing shot, and Ross just has the answer. And 6-all, 6-all. And the Illini, of course, led by wonderful head coach Brad Dancer. Dancer in his 19th season on the staff. 18th as head coach of the Illini men's team. Dancer, of course, has seen several Illini move on to successful professional careers, including Kevin Anderson and Rajiv Ram. Moraz not happy with that out call. So that gives Grossi another set point here on 4. We have some dialogue with the chair, but it looks like Grossi will now serve for the set on 4. And this has been an epic, folks. This is the story of two players who match up very well. Again, two different game styles, but when put against one another, we see some strengths come out, some weaknesses exposed. This is the drama. We love it. 6-all, 7-all. Ross with a set point for the Illini. And again, we are almost 2 hours into this team match. And we are still in the first set on 4. Meister does take the first set 7-5 for the Illini on 6. But it's all eyes on Ross Grossi. As Ross takes the first set 7-6 over Grossi. That set, of course, was an epic. For us here as Ross keeps the scoreboard pressure on Baylor. In Westhoff, let's actually make court 4. Court 2, rather. Court 2. Let's switch court 2 and court 4. Bring court 2 into our big screen here. As in the time that it's taken 1 set to be completed, we have almost 2 sets completed. On 2 between Azolans and Mladenovic. Mladenovic looking to push this match to 3 sets. Big forehand from Azolan says, not yet. In Westhoff, let's switch court 1 in the upper left-hand corner. Let's switch court 1 with court 3, as we have another match that also appears to be heading to a 3rd set. As Velks for Baylor grabs the first set 6-2, but heck, up 5-2 now in the 2nd set. So we have our eye on some of these close matches that look to be heading to 3rd sets here in Texas. Again, Illinois needs 3. Baylor needs 4. Zolans looking for a chance to close this match out in straight sets. Wouldn't that be beautiful if you are an Illini fan? Zolans with the hands. Little dropper. And again, that's what a big serve does. Even outside, we're seeing these Illinois big serves translate to outdoor tennis. They're still setting up opportunities for the Illini to come in to capitalize on that return of the return. Zolans now. Multiple game points. Zolans just over Cook that forehand cross court. As Mladenovic, or that fell in rather. That fell in. Mladenovic says it is in. And the call stands, and it's 4-all now. On court 2. And again, if you are a fan of these 19th ranked Illini, take a look at Azolans, now 2 games away. Big serve +1 from Mladenovic. And so at this point, Baylor just really starting to feel the scoreboard pressure, feel the urgency to push some of these matches to 3 sets.
Yes! Come on. It's a huge goal.
And on court 3, we play on in the 2nd set. grinding under the lights. Miladinovic. 2 points away from a 5-4 lead in the second set. And again, this Baylor-Illinois matchup, very interesting because most of these Bears do not necessarily have the same quote-unquote shiny and bright weapons that perhaps the Illinois team does have off the bat, but the Bears have the fight. They have the grind and the grit. They're outdoor tennis players, and we're seeing that here. Just looking to wear down Illinois, make the Illini hit one more ball. Miladinovic stepping in there as well. And on the left side of your screen, we see Heck only 2 points away from sending this match to 3 sets. Miladinovic. A tough service game here. Gives him a 5-4 lead in the second set.
Break time on 3.
Westhoff, if possible, let's switch, make court 3 the main screen and court 2 if you have a minute, as we have a set point here for Heck for the Illini.
There we go. That's the break on 3.
Looks like Velks is making this a longer set. Correct. Velks is saying, not so fast. I'm not ready to split sets yet.
There we go, Lukey.
So Westhoff, I apologize for the flip-flop. Let's actually put 2 back in our main screen now during this changeover. 2 back in our main screen, and these are really our 2 main matches to watch right now as we see these men trying to push 3 sets here. And again, for the Illini, this is where all of the fitness, all of the grind that we do off the court as college tennis players, this is where it comes into play, because the Illini, used to playing indoor tennis, now outside in the heat, in the elements, looking to force some 3rd sets here in Texas. There are no shortcuts in college tennis. Every single thing that we do in practice as players shows up in the match, or it doesn't. Zolans, as I was just talking about fitness. One step too far from that forehand.
Go Bears!
Gets Milodinovic on the board in this game. Meanwhile, on the left side of your screen, Heck still grinding to try to send this match to 3 sets for Illinois. Miss Zolans now up 40-15. Some big serves here from the Illini. That's too big for Miss Zolans, and we're tied at 5 on court 2. Zolans refusing to go away this match. Just using that big serve, big forehand to open up the court, stay aggressive, even when he was down this set. And sometimes on the court it is sometimes easier to play when you're down because there is less pressure. It's easier to keep your game plan simple, so we'll have to see if Zolans can continue to keep it simple here, now that he has tied the second set at 5-all. Zolans on a run. Meanwhile, we check in with the other scores on court 1. Baylor's Paralek with a 6-4, 3-1 lead. We'll have our eye on that one if and when it nears completion. Meanwhile, Heck and Velks battling. It's now 5-all on court 3. Velks, of course, taking the first set 6-2. And on court 4, Ross, the Illini, takes the first set 7-6, up 2-love in the second. And Conquo, after a tough 6-4 decision in the first, he's now tied, rather, at 3-all in the second. Nick Meister at 6 singles, up 7-5, down 2-1 for the Illini. So we're still hearing Illini in the lead, but the Bears are here. They're here on all courts. Big first serve from Milodinovic now. Big backhand and down line passing shot. From both teams, that has been partly what these players have gone to on these big points when they're on defense. This backhand down the line pass over the higher part of the net. And again, we wonder for Illinois, are they going for that because we're outside, because they have a little bit more time to set up? Or is that just what the Illini do? Backhand down the line, rip on the run. 5-all, 30-all here on 2. Big first serve for Milodinovic. Gives the Bear 2 chances to take a 6-5 lead. Force Azolans to serve to stay in the second set. I just had a feeling that was going to work for Azolans. Again, Azolans, a big hitter. Very smart to mix up the pace. That backhand slice. Deuce point, deciding point on court 2. Azolans has had 7 break points. We see this match only converting 3 of them, which so far has been enough for him to keep the lead in this match, but we will see. Big point here. And that sails long. Milodinovic up 6-5 in the second set, trying to force a third set. You've heard me say that a lot here on court 2, and that's because these players just neck and neck. Westhoff, let's hop on over to 3. Let's make 3 our big screen, as we see if 3 is going to go to a third set as well. As Heck with the 6-5 lead in the second. And Westhoff in the lower corner of our screen where we have court 5. Let's switch that out for court 1, as Paralek is a 6-4, 4-1 lead. We'll keep our eye on that one. Again, the only match that seems to be, so far, a decisive Baylor lead. Good redirecting there from Heck. Velks with the 30-15 lead here on court 3. Velks now 40-15. Multiple chances to send this second set to a tiebreak.
Right here, Z. Let's go. You're Hungarian. Come on!
That's a rip from the Illini to start off this breaker. Heck with the 1-love lead. Baylor has done a great job of hanging in on every single court here tonight in Texas. Again, they're playing at home and they're playing like it. Taking on number 19, Illinois. Nice kick serve out wide there from the Vilks racket. Ties this breaker up at 1.
Yes, Daddy! We love it! We love it! Thank you so much! Thank you! Let's go, Marco.
Vilks grinding down the Illini on court 3. And again, that's what won him the first set, was putting in one more ball than Heck. And we see that pattern coming back here in the tiebreak. And I always say, we say together here at Cracked Racquets, that these no-ad points, these tiebreak points, if you took away the scoreboard, you could still tell that this was a tiebreak because the level has been raised on both sides of the net here.
We are taking someone! We take him! We take him! Let's go!
Meanwhile, some points to send the second set to a tiebreak on court 2, following in the line of 3 here. Vilks. He says, I can also attack. That forehand inside in. We're seeing these Baylor lefties really controlling points with their forehand. And again, when you play a lefty, you have to watch out for that lefty serve out wide. You're on the outside, just like that. Cut that clip. Wow, Westhoff, that's insane. Court 3. All eyes on court 3 right now. Vilks just ripping. And Heck defending everything, not letting a ball go by. Meanwhile, on court 2, we're going to 3 sets. And Westhoff, we will keep our eye on court 1. We might have to put court 1 in our main screen. I know we are in a tiebreak here, but court 1 looks like it might be coming up on a few match points for Paralek. Again, Paralek only 3 points away. Again, if you're just joining us, this is Perry Shinen on the call, joined by super producer Daniel Westhoff. We've had college tennis coverage for you all day on Cracked Racquets. And again, we talk about a point worth 2 points. And of course, every point in tennis is only worth 1 point, but mentally, physically, emotionally, certain points can be worth 2, and we saw that with Vilks, 2 points away. Now just 1 point away.
Yes,
And Vilks is too good on court 3. Baylor is now on the scoreboard. After 2 hours and 15 minutes here in Texas, the Bears grind to put 1 on their scoreboard. And guess what? Baylor is 3 points away from taking the lead in this match. And all match, we've seen Illini leads all down the line. But that is no more. For the Baylor Bears, looking to defend home territory here under the lights in Texas. We talk about Friday Night Lights, of course, one of my all-time favorite shows. This is Friday Night Lights in Baylor. Not Odessa, Texas, in Baylor. And meanwhile, of course, we take a look at court 5 as we have multiple match points here for the Illini, so we could be tied at 2 very soon. What a match point! Give me a break! Court 5, Kenning Okonkwo. We battle on. Kenning with the reflexes to stay in this match. And Okonkwo takes it. 40-15 now. The Illini leads. Match point, Westhoff. If we could have a match point graphic here for Okonkwo. Bit of nerves coming from the Illini, but that is the blessing of having a big serve, is that he still has 2 more chances to win this match. And he does. Okonkwo with the 6-4 victory on court 5 to put 2 on the Illini scoreboard. We head back to 1 now. where Paralek has a 5-2 lead in the second after taking the first set 6-4 over Petrov. And thank you, Westhoff. And we see here on the upper right side of your screen, Illinois now has 2, Baylor with 1. So let's check in. Illinois needs 2 more matches. How are they going to get them? What is the match calculus, as we like to say here at Cracked Racquets? We have a potential from a third set on court 2, as Azolans has an early 1-love lead. Again, we're just starting the third set on court 3. Now Mraz is up 7-6, 4-2 on court 4. So that might be the closest match to putting a 3 on the Illinois scoreboard.
Come on!
And splitting sets. But this could be a 4-3 match. We seem to say this every match at Cracked Racquets, and that's because the parity in college tennis is so high. There is so much parity among the teams, among the individual players, especially neutralizing some of the Illinois weapons here outside in Baylor. Petrov pulls that slightly wide. And Westhoff, could we get that match point graphic for Baylor? Trails 2-1 overall, but that could very quickly become 2-all. Let's see if Paralek can convert this first match point. Petrov says not yet, screaming winner off the racket of the Illini. And we're going the distance on court 6. Baylor takes the second set 6-1. Musa sending this to 3. But all eyes now on Paralek. Can the Baylor Bear close out this match on court 1? The answer? Not yet. Still has 2 more chances this game. Up 40-30 against Petrov. Petrov playing great match points. Again, what does that mean? What is a great match point? It's when you're stepping in, when you're being consistently aggressive. So you see Petrov going for big, but not going for broke, which we love to see. Petrov keeping a nice, deep, consistent rally ball. Not going for lines. And it's 5-3. Petrov hanging in. And perhaps Paralek playing a bit less aggressive than he'd like to be playing at this moment in the match. So we go back to the triple locks, as Baylor has not put 2 on the scoreboard yet. Meanwhile, Azolans up 2-love early in the third on court 2. And check it out, set points for Mraz on court 4 to send this match. Rather, Westhoff, let's make court 4 our full screen. Court 4, our full screen. Here as Mraz has set points for the Illini. And he does it. 3-1 Illinois leads. Mraz with the 7-6, 6-2 win on court 4. So Westhoff, whenever you get a moment, we could update that score in the upper right-hand corner. There we go, perfect. 3-1 Illinois leads. Illinois needs one more match. Paralek up big on 1, but that lead seems to be diminishing with the help of Petrov. Again, the lefty looking to stay in this match a little longer. Petrov staying aggressive. Meanwhile, courts 4 and 6 just starting third set here in Texas. And this Paralek-Petrov match, still only in the second set after 2.5 hours on court. Paralek threads the needle and makes it. Paralek now only 2 points away from a big victory to put some scoreboard pressure on the Illini. And this is where it gets so important. Looking around at your from the team players, you can tell if your team is winning or losing, and now is the time for the Illini to use that energy. For Petrov to say, okay, we're up 3-1. Let's see if I can stay out here a little longer. Let's see if I can perhaps not lose and give one of my teammates a chance to clinch the 4th point. It's a tough volley. Petrov nets that. Before, and we're hearing it again. Westhoff. Let's see that match point graphic as Paralek is now up 40-15 to break Petrov and put 2 on the Baylor scoreboard. And the double fault does it. Paralek makes it 3-2. Baylor puts 2 on the board now. And so let's refresh. What matches are left? Court 2. Azolans up 2-1 early in the third. Court 4. Just starting the third set. And of course, same with court 6. Musa not happy with the call. Again, we're feeling a bit of tension here on 6. As we start this third set in Texas. So if you're an Illini fan, looking at these third sets, we see Meister takes an early 1-love lead. Azalins up an early 2-1 lead. So 2 out of 3 of the Illini have third set leads, with the third singles match that's still out there just starting the third set. So this is where champions are made. We're grinding. We have a ton of lefty tennis, which is always a treat. Again, lefties always bring a different perspective to the game. As a righty myself, it was always very uncomfortable to play lefty because you know their slice out wide on the ad side, that forehand topspin to a righty's backhand, all very uncomfortable shots to deal with. We're seeing Azalins look to take control of the third set, just like he did in the first set against Milodinovic. Meister with multiple break points now. Azalins with the early break as well. Again, on paper, the Illini should take this match, but it has gotten very close here in Texas. Illinois, the 19th ranked team in the country, taking on Baylor, number 42 in the nation. And again, we talk about Illinois. 19 in the country, but they have professional players who have reached as high as top 6 in the singles rankings in Kevin Anderson. We're also seeing, of course, former world number 1, currently world number 3 doubles player, Rajiv Ram, still having success on the professional doubles tour. Two love Meister leads. And the overall score, of course, Illinois up 3-1. 3-2 rather. 3-2. Illinois needs only one of these remaining 3 singles matches. Remaining 2 singles matches, rather. Baylor, of course, needs both. Nick Meister with the serve and volley and finesse. Backhand volley winner down the line. Now Meister 2 points away from taking a 3-love lead in the third set. Meanwhile, Zollins battling for a 4-1 advantage over Milodinovic. Baylor Bears are roaring in the third set. Meister goes for it, just barely misses. That passing shot on the run off the backhand wing. Looks like there's a bit of discussion with the chair, but the call stands. Meister 2 points away. Meister overcooks that one a little bit on the forehand wing. Meanwhile, Milodinovic hanging in on court 2 as Zollins leads 3-2 in the third set. Now two game points rather for Musa. First one is eliminated by a Meister forehand approach shot winner. And it's a deuce point. Deuce point deciding point on court 6. Musa hanging in there. The bear fight coming out from these Baylor Bears. So Illini still up on both courts in the third set. Meister up 2-1. And of course, Zollins up 3-2. And we're back in play here on 2. Hands from a Zollins. Little forehand dropper. And of course, if you're Illinois head men's coach, Brad Dancer, that is what you love to see from your player. Again, we're nearly 3 hours into this match, and Zollins still looking to come forward. Still looking to finish these points at the net like he would do on an indoor court in Illinois. Big serve from Zollins. Now 2 games away. Illinois, 2 games away from clinching this match. And of course, 2 games might not seem like a lot, but that is a lot, especially in a third set. In the third set, scores or score deficits seem to mean a lot less, especially for a home team like the gritty Baylor Bears. And a double fault there from Musa on court 6. As the Illini also lead in the third set. They lead 2-1. That is too good from the racket of Meister. Great defense, great scrambling from Musa, but again, that Meister lefty forehand just proving lethal on court 6. And turning our attention back to court 2 on the left side of our screens. Again, Zollins looking for a 5-2 lead over Milodinovic. Milodinovic not going anywhere fast. Forehand inside in rip. And again, we do not have the individual point scores on the left side of our screen. So I can tell you Milodinovic is up 30-15 against Zollins this game. Meanwhile, Meister with multiple chances to make it 3-1 for the Illini on 6. We're seeing a bit of frustration from Musa. Again, Baylor has fought so hard this match. And it is far from over, as we see Milodinovic now multiple chances to stay in the set. And he does. So is Zollins. Up by only one game now. A 4-3 on court 2 in the third set. And Westhoff during the changeover, we can go perfect full screen to Meister. As we see this Illini looking to extend the lead in this third set. And again, when there are only 2 matches left, as they're fighting on the courts next to one another, that's where you get your energy. That's the special part of college tennis, right? Is that it's not just an individual sport anymore. You're fighting for something bigger than yourself. You're fighting for your team. Meister stepping in there to take a 30-love lead here on 6. So for the Illini, they seem very composed, very confident out there. We've really seen that from the Illini across the board tonight. And honestly, from the Baylor Bears as well, just the composure from both of these teams, very professional. A bit of a nervous miss there from Musa gives Meister a 40-love lead. Multiple game points to go up 4-1 in this third set. And at this moment for the Illini, it seems to be not a question of who will clinch first. And that's a 4-1 lead for Nick Meister on court 6. Meanwhile, Zollins continues to trudge forward on the number 2 singles court. And Westhoff, we can go back to full screen for number 2 singles here in Baylor. As Zollins up 4-3, 30-15 against Milodinovic. And Zollins into net, Milodinovic on the floor. And again, this is where fitness comes in for both of these teams. And of course, Baylor used to playing outside. Illinois has had to dig deep, had to grind, probably more than they're used to in this match tonight at Baylor. Zollins now, multiple points to go up 5-3 in the third. That's too good. Beautiful combination of a serve +1. And now Zollins, 1 game away. Meanwhile, Meister, 2 games away. Who will clinch first for the Illini? And again, if you are Baylor, who has battled so hard tonight, the last part of this equation for Musa and Milodinovic is staying on the court as long as possible now. Because although they're trailing, you never know. Especially in college tennis, when you're not just battling yourself, you're battling the pressure of representing your school, of representing your team, of playing for your teammates. All of these things in your mind at the same time. Hanging into the end of matches just makes it ever so much more important. McMeister, 2 points away. Azalins, 2 points away from the match. And Westhoff, if this does become a match point for Azalins, we will go full court if possible. And Westhoff, let's go full court. Full screen on court 2. Match point. And overall match point for the Illini. That falls in. From the Milodinovic racket. We can see both men, the fatigue in their legs. Can Azalins muster one more point for the Illini? Azalins overcooked that forehand inside out. Milodinovic has now saved 2 match points. And again, these are full match points, folks. Match points for this individual match on court for Illinois. Take down Baylor. Are you kidding me? Milodinovic. That passing shot hits the line. And we play on here in Texas. We're still here, everyone. It is 3 hours into this match, and we are still here. Milutinovic. Absolutely ruthless. Defending 4 match points. We're back here on 6. Can Meister take it for the Illini? That is the question. Meister up 4-2. It's 30 all. The lefty to serve. Musa with 2 chances to break Meister. Hang on in this 3rd set. Meister saves 1. And we're back on the court, on court 2. As the Zollins could not buy a match point. Up 5-3. Let's see if his 5-4 game is any smoother for the Illini in his quest to clinch this match for Illinois. A beautiful serve and volley. 5-2 lead on 6. But that might not matter, as a Zollins now 2 points away. We've seen how Milutinovic plays when he's down match point. Milutinovic making a Zollins hit the volley. So smart. Again, Zollins has shown a bit of nerves in the transition game, which again is not easy on any given point, especially a match point, especially up 5-4, up 30 love. These are the moments when the transition game is not always a given. The big serve is, and dare I say, match point for Illinois. Westoff, let's hit that match point graphic. A second serve ace does it. Illinois clinches the match 4-2 over Baylor. 19th ranked Illinois from the Big Ten takes the win over Big 12 powerhouse Baylor, ranked 42 in the nation. A Zollins is the answer for this Illinois squad. And as we see, teammates congratulating a Zollins. Carlos Zollins, the sophomore with the clinch for Illinois. And it was quite a night. Again, we said we had one match to show you, and we're 3 hours in. That same match just clinched. That is college tennis at this era of the season. Again, we're in conference play. This was an out-of-conference match that we showed you tonight, but a huge 4-2 win from Illinois, just solidifying their top 20 standing in the nation. Carlos Azalins comes up with the clinch for Illinois. Again, this is Perry Shannon, joined by super producer Daniel Westoff. We've had coverage for you all day from ACC to Big 12 and Big 10 matchup here tonight on the Cracked Racquets YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Another night of big college tennis, and of course, we'll have more for you. We always do. We have more for you all weekend. More college tennis. You can follow us on Cracked Racquets on Twitter, at WHSV Perry for my individual Twitter. And again, thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon.